Hey everybody, my name is Eric Hopkins and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're finding me for the very first time, please click that like and subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content here on my channel. Well, DC fans obviously want to see Zack Snyder's Justice League continue, and they want to see evil Superman on the big screen sooner rather than later. Now, whether or not Warner Brothers and DC ever decide to continue that doesn't seem very likely. However, we are going to be getting a film on the animated side of things that will feature a evil Superman, and this comes to us from Screen Rant here, and we're going to get into the article where that discusses the Injustice animated film is coming from DC. DC is releasing the two-part adaptation of Batman The Long Halloween soon, and after that, the next animated film from the company is going to be Injustice. Since the release of Superman Doomsday in 2007, DC has consistently been releasing animated features based on its iconic properties. Coming up, the company will be releasing a two-part adaptation of The Long Halloween, one of the most acclaimed Batman stories. In 2013, Injustice Gods Among Us released on video game consoles. The gameplay was developed by Mortal Kombat's NetherRealm Studios, so it is a memorable, competitive fighter game. However, arguably the most notable aspect of the title is its original plot. The story takes place on an Earth when Superman became dictator after the Joker tricked him into killing Lois Lane. In the backstory, Superman kills Joker in revenge, setting the Man of Steel on his path to global leadership. The Batman of this world summons the Justice League from the main universe to combat Superman and his followers. The comic book prequel details the events leading up to the game. DC is releasing an Injustice animated film. One of the special features on the Batman The Long Halloween Part 2 release will contain a sneak peek at this film. There's no word yet on a release date. However, it is teased as the next DC animated film after the two-part Long Halloween movie. So yeah, I mean, clearly this is exactly where Zack Snyder was taking his Justice League and his Snyderverse, and it was going to end this. If you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League cut on HBO Max, the 4-hour cut of Zack Snyder's Justice League, which I enjoyed. Don't get me wrong. I thought Zack Snyder's Justice League was the better of the Justice League films that were released between him and Joss Whedon's version. But I don't even blame Joss Whedon for that, because a lot of that was Warner Brother interference, and they brought Joss Whedon in to try to fix it. And of course, there was a lot of drama with Joss Whedon, apparently, with all the stuff that's coming out about him and the way he treated talent. And of course, WB's messing, with all that nonsense, which I won't get to right now. But if you know the storyboards that Zack Snyder put out, now granted, he's talked about how he's made some changes to those storyboards. If it was ever to be greenlit and Justice League 2 and 3 were to ever get made from Zack Snyder, it wouldn't be exactly the way he put it. However, there's probably a lot of story elements in those storyboards that are still going to be in his version of Justice League 2 and 3 if it ever gets made. And one of those things was, spoiler alert, was the fact that Darkseid kills Lois Lane in that version. And we saw a sneak peek at this in the nightmare sequence in Zack Snyder's Justice League when Superman is holding this burnt corpse. And that is after Darkseid, burns her with his Omega beams, and Superman is left there a broken, shambled mess. And that is why the nightmare sequences also show in Snyder's trilogy of Superman being evil, because he just snaps and just doesn't care about anything. It becomes basically the Injustice Gods Among Us version of the Man of Steel. And of course, Batman has to recruit the remaining Justice League, those who are left, to try to stop Superman. The fear of Superman going evil is what has always driven Ben Affleck's version of the character. So that's what Zack Snyder was going for here. And of course, it was going to end, I believe, with Batman stepping in, saving Lois Lane, going back in time with the Flash. And of course, that would cause Superman to survive. And, obviously Lois would survive and Superman would stay good, I should say. And Superman would then defeat Darkseid with the help of the rest of the Justice League and the armies of man and the Atlanteans and the Amazonians, and all this stuff was going to come down to a big Lord of the Rings type, finale. And it was supposed to be grand and amazing, and we're not going to get it. Doggone it. Thank you, Warner Brothers. And but I mean, don't get me wrong. I wanted to kind of see what would happen too, but I could see why, maybe they decided not to go that route, because they obviously probably don't want to maybe do Evil Superman, or they don't want to kill off Ben Affleck's version. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons maybe why it wasn't going to work. They didn't obviously care for Zack Snyder much. It's a choice they made, and we're going to get a different version, and that's why the Zack Snyder League or Justice League is not considered canon in the DCU, and all that nonsense. But I digress. But at least it sounds like we're going to be getting an animated film for Injustice: Gods Among Us here, and obviously DC's animated stuff, as I've said multiple times, is amazing, and Marvel is finally starting to get into that game a little bit with What If coming out this year. But DC has always been knocking out their animated shows and doing a great job, and just it's been incredible what they do with that stuff. So I have no doubt that this will be incredible as well. I mean, they've had their misses here and there, but this is a good story to adapt. And if we're not going to get it in Justice League form, maybe this could at least, kind of, it ain't going to do much to appease the Zack Snyder fans for sure, but maybe it'll at least kind of, smooth over that wound a little bit, that we get a little bit of that taste of the storyline that they were going to go for here. I still think, though, if nothing else, if you're not going to actually finish up with Zack Snyder's Justice League in live action, why not do it animated? Tell that story in animated form. Maybe that could be what this is. I doubt that. It's probably not going to have anything to do with it. But if it were, that would be great. And why not get Ben Affleck to come voice the characters? Get Gal Gadot to come in. Jason Momoa, Henry Cavill. Get all of them to voice their characters, and at least that way we can have some sort of a resolution to that particular timeline. And obviously, the DCEU is going to use the Flash film in 2022 to probably erase that timeline from their current line that they're wanting to focus on, so they could go and not divulge into all that Darkseid stuff just yet. But I do think it'd be a missed opportunity if DC doesn't go the Darkseid route eventually, make him their Thanos and build to that and do their grand Justice League. And hopefully we will still get Justice League sequels. It just may not be Zack Snyder's version. But in this case, I think a Justice animated film is going to be a good idea. But we'll see what they do. I'm excited for it. But comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, because that's what truly matters. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content on this channel. But in doing so, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button first. So definitely do all that. And don't forget to check out the Fat Boy Cartel podcast here on the channel as well. It debuts every Sunday here. It's just a group of guys and me hanging out, just talking, whatever comes to our minds, and just having a good time over there. And it's just us relaxing and enjoying being together as buddies. So check that out. And until our next video, guys, take care.
We about to turn it on.